Okay, now we are live. So we finished 444th verse and now 445. So it talks about sensuality. Atyanta kamukasya api vrittihi kuntati matari tatha eva brahmani gnate purnanande manishinah. Even the case of a downright sensualist, supposing if a person is very sensual, atyanta, extreme, kamukasya api, that kamukasya means one who cannot stop enjoying sensual pleasures. Vrittihi kuntati matari. So if the mother comes there, he will immediately stop. Meaning he cannot do anything when the mother is around. Tatha eva brahmani gnate. So too in the presence of Brahman after realization, Purnanande manishinah. Why can't he, who is illuminated and in absolute bliss, check the objects which gives him sensual excitement? That means if he sees Brahman in everything, he will not be able to enjoy the senses. But if he forgets that he is sensual, then even though he had a glimpse of Brahman, he'll still get associated. So one who is a Jivan Mukta will never have this, meaning he will not jump into sensuality. Or when we say sensuality, it's about seeing something what you would like to see, hearing something what you would like to hear, tasting something what you would like to taste, something like that. So all the six senses are closed, so they don't go behind any objects. Anything you want to discuss?
Yeah, Bhatt has not come back.
Yeah, Bhatt has not come back. He is...
So actually,
yeah,
I think maybe he's still struggling to get her out.
Yeah.
Okay, so so once you are illumined, so it is like you will not have any attraction towards any sensual objects.
Right.
That's what is the meaning of it.
Yes.
And the simile is in presence of your mother, you will not be able to do any such kind of activities.
Correct.
So
Similarly, in the same way. So what happens is that, you remember, Lata, some time ago, I think Sri Hari also was there at that time. We did that awareness meditation, right?
Yes.
This is the same. This is exactly the same. That is what Brahman is all about. That 3 days or 4 days, whatever you experienced, that's all what it is. So now in that state, there is no sensuality.
Yeah, that's true. If you are aware of that thing always, or you are in that, then you will not be able to do any wrong thing or any such kind of activities. Really. Yes.
Correct. It doesn't even appear.
Yeah, it will not even appear, and you will not even be able to, even if your vasanas has not yet gone, something will come up. But still, if you are aware of that, even if you are not in that awareness, but at least you remember that, you will not be able to do it.
Yeah, that 444th verse was that the vasana can never be removed by force, but it will automatically go away.
Correct. I think if you force it, it will come in double force again.
Yes. So the person should only observe, and once the observation is there, the vasanas will drop out.
Correct. So I think when Brahman himself is observing, that will naturally drops away.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's a deeper meaning of that. So the vasanas cannot come.
Yes, the vasanas cannot come.
Okay.
Sri Hari, you want to discuss something before Bhatt arrives? Bhatt daughter got stuck up in an elevator there, so he is gone.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was thinking it only happens in India, but it has happened there also. That too in Sunnyvale.
No, Vilas, I think it is clear. This point is clear. So,
Okay. So we'll go to 446th verse. Now, 19 verses are going to deal with Prarabdha Karma. I think I need to wait for Bhatt to arrive. Otherwise, he's going to miss the Prarabdha Karma itself.
Yeah, he's always have questions on that Prarabdha Karma.
Yes. So this chapter is only on Prarabdha Karma. What is Prarabdha?
Yeah, Prarabdha Karma is what is due to what we have this life,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
And that's what has created this body and this set of personality.
No, because of the body, the personality is perceived.
Yeah.
So the
No, what I mean the mindset also, right? If you take another life,
yes,
our personality mindset will be completely different because a different set of things will be
at play.
in action.
Yes, at play. So different set of vasanas will give you different set of sense perception.
Yes, correct.
So let's say in the next life, my life is a deva, and then the vasanas are of deva, they are not of human anymore. So what happens is I will not be able to enjoy the sensual pleasures of a human being. Just like I am not, see, like if you look at rat or cat or dog or whatever, we see that they have senses. So their sense perception is totally different than our sense perception. So we are not going behind enjoying that sense pleasure at all. So neither those senses come with you nor your senses go there. Even though we are able to recognize that as a dog, we are naming it as a dog. Like in your case, you are named it as Bruno, but that sense perception of Bruno for Bruno is totally different than sense perception of Bruno for you.
Yeah, correct.
So as far as Bruno goes, it thinks that it is addicted to you. So wherever you go or wherever your daughter goes or your husband goes, it just wags its tails and it want to sit on the lap and have some cuddling and all that and some food, and then that's all what its life is all about.
Right.
It doesn't have anything else other than that for all the waking hours, sleeping hours, any hour, that is all what it is. So if one dog is barking outside, this guy also will start barking from inside. He doesn't know that that dog is barking outside. It is not barking inside. So that is a quality of sense perception of a dog. Whereas in your case, you know this is a dog which you have bought it and you have brought it to home, and you will not bark because that Bruno is barking. Meaning you will not shout saying that, hey, who is there? My dog is barking. So you will not do that. You will not even be bothered about Bruno barking. You will try to tell it don't bark. So you see the level of sense perception. So Prarabdha is there for Bruno as well as for you.
Right.
But as far as your Prarabdha goes, is so different than the Prarabdha of Bruno. Same senses. There's no difference in the senses.
Correct.
Eyes are the same, ears are the same, nose is the same, everything is the same. But the perception is different. So you can see in each level of existence, the perception keeps on changing. Either it keeps on going up, that means it makes it more vivid in colors and taste and touch and smell and all that, or it will make it more gross where that subtlety is lost. To an extent that if you give a Bruno a bone, piece of bone. It will keep on biting it without knowing there is nothing there in that bone. It's such a foolishness. But are you back? Or did your daughter come back?
It doesn't seem to.
I just handed over the key to one person there,
Ah,
her friend,
okay.
and she's in the 4th floor. I think it's more than now 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh,
I can't do anything. We have called those people. They will come and they have to open. That's the only way. There is no other possibility.
oh, okay. It is.
Luckily, oxygen is there. It's only 4 floors here. She's in the 4th floor. That is our house is also there. But I came to ground floor. I have occupied one room here. There are some conference kind of rooms here available.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kept all the material here. There is no separate lock and key. I can enter. Anybody can enter this room through that access key because it's a common access for all people.
Correct.
So if required, I'll go up. Otherwise, they will call me if needed. That person is already there with the key. One key is with her, another key was with me. I have given to that person now.
Okay. I
There
mean,
are so
is
many
it?
friends around, young people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it due to the power outage? What has happened?
No idea because there are 2 lifts. One next to other one. Other one is working fine.
Ah,
I'm in touch with her also over phone, no problem. Now he is in touch because too many people should not call her.
correct.
So she's in touch with those people. Every 3 minutes the line got cut. I think they have something, I don't know what it is. So they will help. He is also there.
Okay.
Yeah, they know all this organization and all that. They will manage it. In case required, I will go.
Okay. Fine.
I have planned meetings from now till 11:30. Continuous.
Okay.
Yeah, if emergency, I have to cancel meeting and go. Otherwise, it's fine.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. This is the first experience of my life. Somebody getting stuck in lift. That to my daughter.
Right.
I have seen many. That in the beginning when we shifted here, everything is getting set up. And that time the lift got stuck halfway between 2 floors.
Oh,
so you have
that
to
is
keep,
fantastic.
and some old people opposite our apartment got stuck, and we have to put stools and all, and then get them down.
Yeah, it's very, very dangerous if people manage on their own. It has to be through.
Yeah. So I never, when my daughter was small, I never allowed her to go in the lift.
Yeah.
And it was very
Actually,
small. 5 feet.
there is one key. They have special key. When they open, the door will get open. If it's halfway, then they know how to bring it to next closest floor.
Yeah, so it was not
Better no people around because the technician and that person who got stuck, they are the right people to manage each other.
right.
Like India, we give 100 ideas. That is very dangerous.
Yeah, that's true. So, but anyway, so that was almost a daily occurrence here when we shifted.
Oh,
for
okay.
2-3 years because it was some problem was there in the lift, in our lift next to our thing. So, but anyway, now it's fine. So,
Okay, great.
okay. So we are waiting for you for Prarabdha Karma.
This is Prarabdha only what's happened now. Experience. Now question is whether I am panic or no. I am not panic.
Okay.
I would have gone panic.
Yeah, we'll be there only. Then you will not come
No,
back.
I just came out of that place thinking that, the right person is sitting there. Why should I go and create problem? And my family is inside the home and there is no key for them to come out. I don't know whether they are aware or not.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so let's come with Prarabdha Karma, Sanchita Karma, and Agami Karma, all the 3 karmas. Okay. So now there is 3 things which are required for karma to operate. So we'll go to the shloka and then we will come to what are these. Sukhadi anubhava yavat tavat prarabdham ishyate phala udaya kriya purvaha nishkriyaha nahi kutrachit. So as long as there is experience of happiness, sukhadi, sukha, dukkha, all that, tavat prarabdham ishyate, so long the work of prarabdha is seen to persist. Phala Udaya Kriya Purvaha, every result manifesting due to preceding action. Nishkriyaha nahi kutrachit, how can there be a result independent of an action? So there is always a cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. That is called law of karma. So you cannot have anything which will say that there is no cause but action is there, and there is something called as an action without a cause. So it will go with cause and action. This cause and action theory is what Prarabdha, Sanchita and Agami Karma is all about. So if we were to go by this cause and effect, it should have three rules. One, it should have a joy and the other side is sorrow. So if we take a coin and we call heads as joy, you will have tails as sorrow. So as long as it is heads, it's all in Prarabdha only, but as long as it is heads, the senses pick up that it is joy. As long as it is tail, the senses pick up it is sorrow. And this is the fruit of karmic actions. As long as we experience them, it keeps on presenting itself, and the senses will keep on accepting or rejecting as the case may be. The second is the preceding cause. There should be something preceding to it. So every effect must have a preceding cause. So it tells us that nothing happens by chance. So even though if we say that, oh, it just happened, it is coincidental. It's not that anything is coincidental. There is a cause, which at this point we don't know, but it is like that. So there is nothing called as by chance, there is nothing called as good luck, and there is nothing called as bad luck. It's only the tails and heads which are being spinning around, nothing else which is happening. And the third one is that you have a choice to experience or not experience it. So that means the preceding causes has been there, and because of the preceding causes, the person himself is responsible for that experience. He can't blame it on any other, even though that person would like to blame on something, like in this elevator example. But then there is a preceding cause. So now question comes.
Yeah, just now she's out of elevator after 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
It opened on its.
Okay, good. Good that she's out of it.
And she asked me first question, why you are not there?
Okay. So this is the
I said-
anger one. This is the anger
I
one.
said-
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just told her emergency handling means people should be in the different location to handle. I was in the ground floor. Other person was in the first floor.
Right.
Actually, that is true.
Right.
No point now all people in one place.
Yes. So I mean, is it the first daughter or second one?
This is the first one.
Okay. Fine. Good that she's safe and she's back home. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So now everything that comes in our way is well deserved. That means that GV has deserved. So first thing we need to understand is that there are three things which or rather two things we need to accept. One is we get what we deserve. Two is that there is always a possibility and a probability. It's not definite. Anything is not definite. It will happen or not happen. It's a possibility. And the strength of that possibility lies on the karma. So if it comes out, the possibility becomes definite. So if that becomes definite, then the probability is not there. It is already happened. If the possibility is not there, then the probability is also not there, because the cause is not there. If the cause is not there, effect is not there. If the effect is there, it has come due to cause. And because of the past causes, effect is there. So this way of effect and cause, where the being becomes a central force through which these actions are happening, is called as karma. And this karma is split up into three parts. One is the Prarabdha Karma, one is the Sanchita Karma, one is the Agami Karma. Now we try to understand what are these three terms. Sanchita means the present karma, which has been there from the beginning, and we don't know that beginning. It cannot be known, we cannot say how long we persisted, but it extends as long as it is there, so it can span multiple births. So that fruit, phala, is split up in the first part called as prarabdha, what you bring from your past. So we are all born with the prarabdha, and it's the highest at the time of birth, and then it keeps on reducing. So then what happens here is that if the person knows the law of karma, then he will not agree or disagree or fight with it. The more he fights with it, the more the Sanchita karma he is making, or the more he likes what he is seeing or hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, the more Sanchita karma is getting generated. That means the number of births are increasing. However, it's the pain to take those many number of births to exhaust the karma. So ideally, if we lead a simple life and go by this law of karma, we can end the karma. That means you will only do karma of nitya, whatever daily, that is eating, sleeping, brushing teeth, bathing, going to work, coming back, preparing food. All those is called as nitya or naimittika karma. And we can take care of our family, or we don't have to take care of family. Take care of job, not take care of job is like going to the restroom. There's nothing like I am going to the urination because of A, B, C, D, E. This urine is mine, and then it is so likely that it will feel bad if I don't go, etc., etc. is not there. Just like we go and urinate, the same way the family life and the office life can be led. But because we are interested in getting the way we want it to be, it keeps on creating another karma called as agami karma, which means this karma is a carry forward, residual. So we keep on adding and adding and adding and adding to the point that it is the Sanchita karma keeps on increasing. The length of that keeps on increasing. So when we keep on doing like that, the first stage what comes is the worldly life. So what is worldly life is that it's completely sensual driven. You want to make it automated and automated and automated, so that the mind doesn't want to do anything except for making things automated, so that it just wants to enjoy. That means joy. And it creates its own sorrow because automation is not easy. So everything has to be brought up, and when that doesn't happen, anger happens. And if everything is working, then the greed happens. So it goes into this cycle. So if we see our life today, the maximum amount of automation is there. And we still want to automate as much as possible so that the lethargy can be created. And when the person gets bored, he will find something else. So the agami karma keeps on increasing, and then that creates prarabdha karma for the next life. So we take another set of karmas to exhaust, and the five senses comes back. The sixth sense, the mind, also comes, and added together as a package with a set of a body, the person has started with prarabdha. Okay. So this is the cycle. There's nothing anybody can do. But by chance, a person gets spiritual. At some point in time, there is a turning point where he sees, what is that I am doing? It's the same repetition. Morning, afternoon, evening. Morning, afternoon, evening. The same set of actions are being done. And then he starts to see this law of karma, cause and effect. So he stops the cause and the effect also goes away. In that way, he is eliminating the karma. And when he sees that this is how he has come into existence, he stops it altogether and only does the nitya karma. In that way, the moment of realization happens. At that level, the karma starts to die because the samskaras are not supportive for this karma to stay. And hence the vasanas will start to reduce. And since the vasanas are reducing, there is no samskara, and because there is no samskara, there is no karma. And because of that, the person is able to not only realize but also liberate, because there is no further karma. That means the sanchita will stop. And without sanchita, there can't be anything called as agami and prarabdha. So the prarabdha will not remain. And since prarabdha will not remain, he will not be reborn again with five senses. Any question?
I don't have questions.
Wow. So you understood it. So this-
So I was thinking that what will have a lot of questions.
Because in between I got one or two calls. That's the reason I don't have questions.
Okay.
I heard what you're talking. This one, Sanchita, Agami, and Prarabdha. Maybe I might have lost 3 minutes in between.
That's why, I guess.
Yeah, because this is your favorite
There
topic.
is no prarabdha for Jivan Mukta.
Yeah, I know. And these three things I heard, and also I think last time you explained to me same thing, no?
Yes.
About because I asked this specific question. Prarabdha for Jivan Mukta, what happens? Will he be there till the end, or?
He will be there, but there is no karma at all. That body will remain.
You explained me. I understood that.
Okay.
So the vasanas will start falling off only after the realization happens.
Yes. So first thing.
Till that time, it's not possible.
Yes. So the
Actually, Jivan Mukta means there is no more connection. He will not come back to that this Bhoga world also, right? He is already there.
Yes, it's
There
already.
is no need for him because he is already a jnani, and he knows very well that he should not come here.
Yes, absolutely.
But half-cooked people, they may think that the Bhoga is better because it is an immediate attraction.
Yes, because there is agami karma. So he is adding more and more and more karma, which will create more rebirths. not making him know. So he might even be born in a better place, but there is a rebirth. He is not able to understand that rebirth.
But then he is not Jivan Mukta, right?
He is not Jivan Mukta.
Jivan Mukta is he is Mukta. He is already out.
He is already out. He is in bandhana only, but in a better bandhana.
Yes. Correct.
Like that. See,
So
yeah, go ahead.
So this Buddha, initially he is born in a very rich family, and because of his horoscope, his father has ensured that he is always in a richest possible way. But inside him, what was happening? He was not aware what's outside. The moment when he came out, when he saw dukkha outside, that time, till then also it was Prarabdha Karma only for him, right? Because he was enjoying that rich life.
No.
When he came out,
no, till the end also there is prarabdha, but it doesn't make any dent to that person.
Yeah, my question here is with respect to Buddha only I'm asking. He has enjoyed his life till then because father has given that kind of comfort. Now, okay, my assumption is that is Prarabdha. Then when he saw this world, now Vasana started acting. Okay, in that Vasana, he had very good, very what you call good Vasana that has allowed him to think that he should now look for moksha, nirvana. Isn't it? That means he has done a lot of good things in his previous birth in terms of spirituality.
Yes, so we will have to look at this way. So first is the Sanchita. That a huge one from the beginning and endless. So it has only Adi, we don't know the Antya. That is the Sanchita line, which is therein called as present karma. Whatever is you bring something, but you keep on coming. That is the essence of Sanchita. So if we take Gautama, then he has been reborn as Sumedha in long time ago. As a Brahmin, his name was Sumedha, and then he knew all the 3 Vedas. And he was the master of the Vedas at that point in time. Okay, so if you read the story of Sumedha, you will come to know that at what ground he was in. Okay, so the Sanchita karma, he starts even before that Sumedha happened. So he is before Sumedha, he was called by some other, and then some other. So he was a king in one kingdom. Like that, it keeps on going. Now, what is Prarabdha is whatever that addition multiplication factor which is there, that package which are strongest, the karma, they add together and become Prarabdha. So in the case of Gautama, what we could see is when he was born, and due to horoscope and all that, his father did not want him to, because he had ability to become a monarch, that is an undisputable king, or he can become the most biggest saint anybody can find. So he had both of them. So ensuring that his son doesn't leave the kingdom, otherwise he will become a monk, the father wanted to ensure that he doesn't find any deprivement. It is part of his prarabdha, which is punyaphala. So initially he went in search of joy, because he didn't know anything other than joy, just like a normal human being. But that coin has 2 parts. One is joy and another is sorrow. So suddenly one day he found, when he went with Chana, he found that there is sorrow also with his horse and with his charioteer. So he found there is sorrow, and he was shocked to know that the sorrow also exists. There's nobody in this world who can claim, no matter how much happy or whatever it is, sorrow is in the behind of that happiness. So he wanted to resolve the sorrow. And because of that, his journey into spiritual started from there, because he was seeing it is very mundane and it's very repetitive. That is, whatever his father is doing is so repetitive that he has to do something to maintain it, otherwise it doesn't itself maintain. And he was seeing his father getting old also, no matter how much he felt that he was not aging. So his first question was, why do we age? That was his first question. That was his first turning point. And if you are aging, you are going to die. If you are not aging, you are not going to die. And then he found that nobody can claim, no matter whatever it is, that they are not going to age. So his dukkha definition is jara. That is aging or losing ground, if we were to expand that. So all of us are losing ground. So we are not there as we were yesterday. Today is a new story altogether. That means we have lost the ground. Now tomorrow when that happens, yesterday is lost the ground. So he found that it is cause and effect. And this cause and effect in Buddha language is paticca samutpada, and in Vedanta we talk from Prarabdha, Sanchita and Agami. But it is law of karma only. So what Buddha is talking about is about law of karma. What the Upanishads talks also is about law of karma. There is nothing other than law of karma. And it's always cause and effect. There would be a preceding cause for succeeding thing to happen, even though that is not seen. And since I don't know that, I call it as luck. So when we say best of luck, what we are trying to say is that I don't know the preceding cause.
Yes.
And it's a very funny situation because it is coming from Sanchita. That preceding cause is coming from Sanchita. It is not coming from Prarabdha. You have already collected something, but that collection, there would be something else as a residue, and when that happens, everything will culminate and gives you that effect. So including the meeting what we are having every day is a cause of past. Our meeting itself is a cause and the result is there. So going behind the result is not the right thing to do without the cause, and only going behind the cause is not a right thing to do because there is a result. So when we look at cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect, you will get to see what is Prarabdha, what is Sanchita and what is Agami. So now in that case, in the case of Gautama, he found out that there is this Prarabdha which he has been given a set of things. Then he found that this Sanchita karma has been there for long. So when he became enlightened, that is Jivan Mukta, he was able to see all the past lives, and then he came to know the starting point of his journey, the longest path what he has taken, and he found that he has ended the journey. So that means there is no Agami to create further Prarabdha. So now in the case of Gautama, the Prarabdha Karma was that in his 10th life, he had hit somebody on the back so badly that his back broke. So in this life, as Gautama, he had backache from the beginning, and that became worse towards his end. He could not sit, he could not stand, he could not bend, he could not do anything. And 3 bhikkhus had to literally move him everywhere during his 78th age. He passed away in 80. So while he used to go for giving discourses, he required many people to help him because his back used to ache a lot. And he knew why it is aching. So every body pain what we have, or every body pain what you don't have, is due to the cause and effect. It would be there in some life, and when the right opportunity comes, it manifests. And that manifestation is the Sanchita Karma. And by struggling, that is, I don't want this and I want this, I'm creating Agami Karma, which again becomes Prarabdha Karma in the next life. So this is how the cycle keeps on going. This is called karmic cycle. So Buddha struggled a lot with his back pain. So for more than 20...
Even after enlightenment.
Yes, even on the day of his passing away, he was struggling with his back.
But he could raise his consciousness above that, no? Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to do.
No, he never did any one of those.
He just endured.
He endured the pain, because that creates another karma.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have suffered in the mind, so he would have just endured it because he knows what it is about.
No, there is no suffering at all in his mind. No, say body pain is there, you will feel the pain, but it is not your pain, right? See,
correct.
How does the karma happen? When I take it as mine.
Yeah, this thing is paining, I am suffering, so then all that will start.
Yeah, if you don't have I and mine, where is the question of the pain is going to be there? There is no suffering due to that. So he gives an example, Lata. He says, somebody asks him, explain me dukkha. So he gives a very nice example. He says, take an arrow. There is a person who has been shot by an arrow. It is a poisonous arrow. So when many people go there to remove the arrow, he asks this questions. Who hit me the arrow first? What kind of poison has been added to this arrow? Number 3 is that from which side has it come? Number 4, is it deep or is it shallow? Number 5, is it going to be more burning than what I am getting burnt, or it will be less burning? Number 6 is that, is there a cure for this? Number 7, will I going to die with this arrow? Number 8 is that I want to punish that person who strike me this arrow. Number 10 is that I don't want to die. He says, if a person has these kind of questions, he is one of the stupidest person, because when you are hit by an arrow, you have to first remove the arrow rather than asking these questions. So he says,
correct,
that is dukkha. Your 10 questions are dukkha. What has happened? You have an arrow, remove the arrow, that's all. Why are you worried about who hit and why it came, this side it came, or what kind of poison is added, etc., and all that. And he gives another example to another person who says that, look, I am not able to understand this dukkha, and you say everything is dukkha. Then he says, look, there are 2 dukkhas. One is a kaika dukkha, that is bodily pain, and one is a mental pain, manasika dukkha. Kaika dukkha is understandable. Manasika dukkha is not understandable. Kaika dukkha is that if person has hit you an arrow, it pains, but it goes away. Manasika dukkha, you are adding fuel to it and keep on proliferating, creating story out of it, which is a manasika dukkha. It will be even more painful than the physical pain, because that physical pain after few days will go away. Because
the mental pain continues forever.
Mental pain continues forever, and this is called dukkha. So he says, instead of worrying over the bhuta shuddhi, one should worry on chitta shuddhi. At that time, there is an argument between various sect of people, ascetics and Buddha, and they propose that one should purify the elements. And then he says, yes, but do you know what are elements? They say, we don't know. Then how will you purify them? No, that is what we are learning. And then he gives an analogy of this arrow. Which will you do first? Removing the pain in your mind or removing the pain in your body? And the ascetic says that yes, removing the pain in the body is more important than removing the pain in the mind is much better than removing pain in the body. So he says, if you do that, don't you think so the Bhuta Shuddhi would have already happened? And they say yes. So then why are you wasting your time in doing all kind of sacrifices, all kind of things just to make the Bhuta Shuddhi? Instead, why don't you cleanse your mind, which is far better than just cleaning your or purifying the elements. So he cut the law of karma itself completely. Yeah, but did I answer to your question?
Yes, Vishal. Yo.
Vishal, Vilas.
Sorry, Vilas.
I think
I'm absent-minded.
no, I think
What happened? But
no, in my opinion,
No, I thought it is. See, your face has come, but I'm using the word Vishal. Maybe it's the impact of my daughter got stuck there. No, maybe impact of that.
No. That is one cause. I think Vishal Gupta has made a lot of impact on you.
It's not the first time you are calling Vilas as Vishal. Many times.
I know.
Today I just pointed out. Many times you have called.
By default it comes. No, this happens not only with you and Vilas, it happens within my home between two daughters also.
Okay.
Somehow, sometimes I think that I am talking right, but it's wrong with respect to names and I observed it is my some limitation. But if I give attention, no problem. But I will keep thinking and talking. No? That's the reason it happened.
Yes. That's correct.
I should not do that. Two things. I give full attention.
Yes.
Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. So all has to be aligned.
Yes.
Yes. So knowing this is a realized life, and the fourth one is when you combine the Prarabdha, Sanchita and Agami, you get to see the whole depth of the problem. And hence you will not do karma, you will only do karya. So you are removing karma. So basically what it means is that you keep on doing whatever you're supposed to be doing, but don't claim it as yours. And a very easy thing is Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Yeah.
So that you are not taking anything with you. So this is for people.
That's one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You were also mentioning about this Nitya Naimitya karma. So if they are like even their duties kind of thing, then why is it called as karma? Or is it out? Does it also has a trigger?
No. Karma if you take that, karma is anything you do is karma. Whereas when it comes Prarabdha, Sanchita and Agami, you do it with intention. As mine, that intention is there. And hence becomes karma. Or rather, that becomes my karma. But Naitya karma or Nitya karma or Naimittika karma means that whatever you're supposed to do, just like you have to go and urinate, it doesn't matter whether it is my water drinking or whatever, you have to drink water, or I have to drink water, I have to urinate. That is called as Nitya karma. That's a work. Actually, the meaning of karma is just to work. But when we add I to it, it becomes mine. So it becomes Prarabdha, Sanchita and Agami. Did I answer, Sriyari? No.
Well, to a certain extent, yeah. But my understanding of the Nitya Naimitya Karma is, when we do this,
Sandhya
when
Vandana.
we change the thread, yeah, exactly. These are the Nitya Karma, and the Naimitya Karma are like, karmanas,
Correct.
these Shodasha samskaras, right? All these are Naimitya Karmas. So
Correct.
those have a certain result.
Yes, they have a
There is
certain
a
result. But if you go
if
by...
there is a result, then it is a karma, right?
Yes, it is a karma. See, they'll tell you what we are doing and what the original intent are two different things. So when I do Sandhya Vandana, I do whatever I'm doing, if I don't attach anything to it, then it becomes Nitya Karma. See, Snana
If I
Vidhi.
don't attach anything, okay.
But I'm going to attach something to it, right? Let us say there is out of Shodasha Samskara, the last one is the about death, right? Shava Samskara. Now, when I'm doing Shava Samskara, I should do Shava Samskara as a Shava Samskara, not about who the person who has died. It might be my father itself. If I do that, it becomes Sanchita Karma. It becomes Agami Karma again. Because there is a Phalapekshe. See, let's say I do Shraddha. That's okay, you do it.
Okay.
You do it just because you have to do it, right? It's not that there's anything associated with it. Then it becomes Karya. So all this Naimittika Karma and Nitya Karma are meant to be not associated with I. Whatever you do, I gave an example of urination because that is the most easiest way to understand how each one is a karma only, right? See, because I am eating and drinking, there is a cause, right? And there is an effect. So I need to go to the restroom. And since the body sweats or the salts will come out and then there's a foul smell coming, I need to go and take bath. Since I eat and that all the germs or whatever bacteria are there in the mouth and it is going to cause discomfort to me and others, I need to brush the teeth. But they are all karma only, right? But they can give result if I take it as mine. They don't give any result if I don't take it as mine. That is how you eliminate the karma. That is what spiritual is all about. You remove I from everything.
Okay.
So when you do Sandhya Vandana, you do Sandhya Vandana irrespective of who you are, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter. Then your experience will be very good. But when you put yourself as doing Sandhya Vandana, then it will not lead to that kind of result, right? If you have watched, you do one thing. Tomorrow when you do it, eliminate you and do it. You will really experience Sandhya Vandana in a much better way.
At the last we do this Chesusagar Parintam Go Brahmanya Goswami. So there we tell Aham Bho Abhivadya. I mean,
Correct.
that I am stowing or going down to this. So there also there is a factor of I. So where we tell our name
Aham.
and Gotra and the Pravara.
Yes. So when you
what
do
exactly it means?
see, when you do Pravara, you are introducing yourself, right? You are so and so.
Yeah.
So what
is the yourself mean there? I mean, is it the physical nature of the this existence?
Yes, the physical nature of this existence. You are part of the world.
Right.
So you are, but you yourself take it as you. So when you do the Pravara, it seems like you get to a feeling that it is you. Aham so and so Sharmana. I am doing so and so and all that, right? So what is Sharmana? What is Sharma? That's a good question to ask. I think we can take it tomorrow. We have 2 more minutes left, but let's see what Bhatt will answer on Sharma.
Sharmana.
That's the homework.
It's a surname of this Brahmins, Sharma, and Varma is for Kshatriya. Like that, I know, but I don't know why it is Sharma, Sharma.
And I have no clue what you are talking
No
about.
idea.
Sir.
No idea.
Yes, Lata.
Maybe it's a good hope on I think this homework is for Sri Hari.
This homework is not for me because I am not doing any of those the kind of rituals anyway.
No.
We are doing, but we don't know.
My Nitya Karma is very simple. I don't have all these complicated things.
No, you are a very simple person, Lata, but we are not that simple. That's the problem.
I know. Yeah. So that's what I said. I don't understand.
For most of the people, it's a punishment, Lata. You have to do it.
There's no punishment, no? It is up to you whether you want to do it or not.
Now I feel there's a good value, but in the childhood, those days, initially it was good for a few days, and after that it was real punishment.
Yeah, because your mind doesn't want to do it, right?
Your mind is playing, and it will make you to sit and do it 3 times a day.
Yeah, correct. And what we used to do is only that during that 6:30 in the evening, we light the lamp and do all that Nama Japa.
Yeah.
We used to do it 1 hour every day. We used to do it, all 3 of us together.
That's good. Actually, that is the reason you are talking like this, because I think you have gone through that cycle.
Yeah,
That
when
is very, very
we start with Oh Sahana Vavatu, that one.
Yes.
All that mantras, I didn't know what is this. We used to chant all Trambagam, then all that. Everything
Wow.
we'll do.
That means almost you are 50% Sandhya Vandana you have done.
Sindhya Vandana and all, no, is the Nama Japa. So we just sit there and play. So that's it. So that we used to enjoy actually.
Maybe-
Three of us used to enjoy.
Maybe Vilas, tomorrow's session, Sharma is for Sri Hari, and Lata should explain that 1 hour what all they have done it, because that's very interesting for me.
That's only Nama Japa. There's nothing to say.
But you have written that Sahana, there's a mantra, it's not just Nama. Remember,
That's what correct. We don't know what exactly it is. So we simply used to chant that. That's all.
It has given some spirituality, I am very sure, triggered. This kind of
That
mantra.
may be there. That
They are
may
very
be
powerful
from-
mantras.
all these are taught to my mother only. So it is coming from different, I think, the past lives.
Yeah.
Samskaras.
Correct. Okay, it is 8:01. I have to join one meeting now.
Okay.
8-1. Okay, 9:30.
Oh, sorry. Here it is 8:01. There it is.
Okay, fine.
Okay, all right. Good day and good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.